It's Beaver Kool-Aid.
Beaver Kool-Aid.
John Lisle, L.A. Lloyd, and Drew Bennett.
Beaver Kool-Aid.
Three dudes talking about whatever the hell they want. It's narcissistic.
Check it out.
Remember, there's nothing wrong with being self-absorbed. It's Beaver Kool-Aid with Lisle, L.A. Lloyd, and Drew.
Ladies and gentlemen, live from the ladies' restroom at Buc-ee's. It's Vanessa Macias, our very first guest on Beaver Kool-Aid.
Yes, indeed. That's huge.
Vanessa, fresh off her appearance on the 20th season of The Amazing Race, where she and her racing partner Ralph finished fourth.
Hey,
And,
nice work. Congratulations.
Yeah,
that was a big deal. Hey, we're number 4. But
you know, that's
Vanessa, Vanessa, of course, TV commercials, spokesperson, model, speech writer, pretty much anything that'll put a couple of bucks into the designer purse. Currently working with the San Antonio Talons, our Arena League football team. Where are you located right now, Vanessa? You in the offices, and where are the offices?
We're officing out of the Dome right now, and I'm in our game operations room.
Oh, no, that would be the Game Operations Center. At the Alamo Dome.
The media
And
center.
I want to get Vanessa on because once again, I mean, it was just great, watching somebody on national television.
Yeah.
Especially someone saucy and salty like Vanessa.
Salty.
Yeah, she was a bit salty. She doesn't mince words, and she was and she's been on a reality show before. She was on CTV with what was the name of that show? Urban.
Bring that shit up.
I always bring that up because that was your first foray into reality TV.
Oh, CTV is the country station, right?
No, it was like SI, dude.
Like yes in Spanish.
Yeah.
Oh, CTV.
You have to
it was
remember,
CTV.
Drew and I are white.
Ooh.
Very
What
white.
was that? Was that Urban Jungle? What was the name of that show on CTV?
Yeah, it was Urban Jungle.
But this time she hits the big time with Amazing Race, and I think she went around the world.
Yeah, I went completely around the world. It was a lot of fun.
How's that ankle doing? That thing was pretty swollen.
I still have a knot on it, but it's I'm walking on it. I still have heels on. That doesn't come between my stilettos.
Well, of course, you got to rock your heels,
Yes, I do.
Yeah. You'll pay the price in about 20 years, but that's okay. Look good now.
That's true. I mean, my grandmother wore heels throughout her entire life. I mean, I have pictures of her wearing heels in SeaWorld.
Wow.
Oh. Well, when you're there at the control center, you need to be rocking the heels.
I know.
So was this, you told me before that this, on the Amazing Race, that you went around the world in a month.
Uh-huh.
You went to Argentina.
Crazy.
Paraguay. Where else did you go? You went to Italy. Azerbaijan.
Went to India, Japan, Africa.
Yeah, Africa. She really loved going to. She went to Tanzania.
Wow.
Loved Tanzania. Yeah, it was really cool.
But how much do you get to sightsee, and how much is it just humping on this thing?
Yeah, there wasn't a lot of humping, but we did travel a lot.
Oh, whoa! The first.
There it is.
There it is.
Love it. We already got a gong early in the show. We're only in it 5 minutes here. That's pretty good.
Wow, it already hit a gong.
Nice.
Oh, hey, have you met me? Yeah, I mean, you really don't get to see anything. You're there while the cameras are out, and when the cameras are away, then you're in your hotel room and you can't do anything, which is where most humping took
Yeah, I
place.
started to say that's where the humping goes along.
On this show, it seemed like they really tried to create some drama between Vanessa and this woman who had been on Big Brother. I guess she won the Big Brother house before. I don't know how these people end up being reality show veterans. How does that? Do they have an agent rep them to get on these reality shows?
I don't know, and I don't know why it happens. I don't know how it happens, and aside from that, I don't know how it happened to her.
Hey man, I think there's some of the Real World cast that's still doing that stuff. They're like 87 years old.
From like the first Real World
Wheelchair Challenge.
I think those guys were from the Real World 1956.
Yeah, right.
And they, yeah, it was Real World Rome. And then, yeah, that's what it was, 1956. I don't know, way before your time.
But I'm not kidding. I mean, you get online and you look at some of those guys. They're ancient.
I don't know. Every time I get something that has to deal with casting or something like that, because I signed up for this thing to try to get some voiceover work, but the only thing I get is they're casting for another reality show. Are you an at-home dad? Are you this? I mean, it's like 2 or 3 every day. I don't know where all these reality shows are going, but seriously, every day, 2 to 3 casting calls for some type of reality show. It's crazy.
Hey, are you considering the at-home dad?
I should, shouldn't I? Yeah. Unemployed at-home dads. What's that?
The at-home dad who shoots amateur porn.
Yeah, the only problem is it's of himself. So yeah. Flogging the bishop with L.A. Lloyd at home.
All right.
Dropping a deuce with L.A. Lloyd.
So on this show, there was. See, there it is. Vanessa, I told her she can't choke the chicken like that because she was on a Japanese game show with her sprained ankle, and this was the first part of the finale. And she rocked, man. She was. It was a treadmill thing she was on, and they had to jump up and grab chickens, and her ankle was the size of my thigh.
Wow.
And that's pretty enormous.
What was Japan like? I want to know what the Japan was like.
It was like walking through anime. It was the weirdest thing ever because like people really do make the noises that they make in the cartoons. I was in the airport and this woman was like, oh no. Did you really just make that noise? There's no way that just happened.
Oh man. If that's gonna get us hits.
Right there.
I swear, Abbott, it was the weirdest thing ever.
But she liked Japan. She didn't like India, though.
I love Japan. I'm, not the biggest fan of India. I didn't like it.
You would think as a proprietor of Japanese pizza here in Austin, you would know everything there is to know about Japan there, Drew.
That's right.
I don't.
Yeah.
Drew's got a food trailer that serves up Japanese pizza.
What the hell is Japanese pizza?
Good.
It's okonomiyaki. It's good. Deloitte's at it.
Yeah, it's good stuff. Right out of a trailer, right on South First Street here. It's badass.
Whenever I order anything, I want the words right out of a trailer to be the sentence. I got your at-home pap smear kit right out of a trailer.
Right out of the trailer.
Hey, look at that in the background. Look at that. What do we got there?
Yeah.
Number 50. Wow.
Artie.
Some Talons love.
Yeah.
There's lots of Talons love here.
Do those shirts have
Talons.
huge talons? Sorry, my Napoleon Dynamite reference here.
But anyhow, when we're on the show with on Amazing Race, and the line that's gotten so much run from Vanessa, she told this Rachel chick, essentially, you tell us what the line that you fed. Yeah, you've had to say this a million times, I know, but the great line on Rachel, what did you tell her?
I told her to get her nose done before she gets her boobs done and do everybody a favor.
Yeah.
Whoa. God damn.
Yeah.
That's
Them
hard.
fighting words.
Yeah, Vanessa, Vanessa doesn't censor a lot, I don't think. She just kind of, I like that because she, she just lets it rip. But how much were the people working on the show trying to get you to be snarky and mess with these different people?
Oh, did you hear that? You take that from her? You can take that from her? I bet you won't right now. And like, you're tired, you're hungry, you're sleeping on the floor, you're dirty, like you haven't bathed in days, you smell like an animal. And then somebody just pisses you off. And I think I'm really not one to hide my feelings. And it's in a situation like that where everything's just magnified. Yeah, I'm probably going to tell somebody something.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, is there anything you can tell us that we would never know by watching that show about the way things go on?
Fucking nice at some points. I was nice to children and old people and.
Okay, that's what it would. If we watched the show, you would never think that Vanessa was nice. She's saying now that she was nice occasionally.
Oh, is that true? If we watched the show, that's how they portrayed you as the troublemaker?
Yeah, and I don't know if I was a troublemaker. I was just, the asshole, I guess.
Wow.
Yeah.
Not the nice girl from Texas.
Dirty, nasty, sweaty, writhing in pain. Right. Ripe. Wait a minute. All those things. Right. Did you ever have to go make wee-wee or number 2 in a really disgusting, nasty, dirty place?
No. Actually, I don't
Did
know.
they
I mean,
bring along camp toilets for you guys? Did they prep you there that you never had to go? And
Or on the flip side, did you ever have to go into a Japanese bathroom and take a dump in a Hello Kitty? Yes.
How did that come on the show? I can't imagine how. Two
now give us
gongs, man.
that Japanese laugh. I mean, on top of that.
Seriously did that. It was somebody that worked at the airport. No. I mean, I'm iron bladder. I mean, I've done so many travel shows where and I would travel with mostly men where I can't just be stopping and peeing all the time.
Right.
So yeah, I'm iron bladder. So I didn't have to and then you're sweating your ass off. So you don't really have to pee.
Well, it seemed like on this show, I mean, you got to go to, Argentina, but it wasn't like doing the good Argentina and Paraguay, and wasn't like necessarily doing the good Paraguay and Azerbaijan. It's not like you were doing the really good Azerbaijan.
They're a good Azerbaijan. It's there.
She doesn't want to go back. It's come on. You were right. Were you in the capital, right on the Caspian Sea?
Yeah, we were. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Come on.
Yeah.
Doesn't get much better than that.
Yeah, that's good times right there.
Dollars go a long way there.
No, they don't.
No.
No. Like we got hosed. The cab drivers just hosed us. It's like a $300 cab ride.
Gotta
Yeah.
be. They saw you coming.
They did.
They must have seen you coming.
They all called each other too.
So the whole thing lasts a month, right? And then you're off?
Yep.
Crazy.
How long did it last on TV? It lasted a while.
Aired, I guess, February 19th, and the last episode was May 6th?
Yeah, last Sunday.
Sunday.
Yeah, so that's a long time. So that's how, and I didn't know. I mean, all of a sudden I found out she was going to be on this thing, and I felt like she had really cut me out from the inner circle. Had no idea that she was going to.
You're not supposed to tell anybody.
Okay.
Sworn to
CBS.
secrecy, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
For you.
So is that's an actual chicken from the game show?
No.
No, they didn't let you keep.
She got that
chicken
she
the
got
game
that
show?
from Cox this morning.
Yeah. I got a chicken from Cox.
See?
I didn't know that. But how did you get a
Y100.
chicken?
She was on Y100 this morning.
You were on Y100 this morning.
Yeah.
Okay, talking about, and they gave you a chicken because of the Japanese game show, right? Well, I don't know if it's a rooster. If you had two of them, then you'd have Cox.
Cock.
Then you are on with all three of us.
Yeah. Now you're really on with Cox.
No, Coxitos.
Three of them.
Yeah.
Got the mouth on my cock.
Oh.
Jeez.
You just love saying that, don't you? Yeah. I bet you weren't saying that a bunch on Y100.
Nope.
Oh,
That
no.
does look like some sort of weird
You know-
sex toy.
It's Beaver Kool-Aid.
Beaver Kool-Aid.
So have you heard from anybody? Is there going to be, have you heard from anybody since your appearance on Amazing Race? Anybody gotten in touch with your people to maybe have you on some other type of show?
Yeah, no, I am my people. And no. I'm getting a lot of emails, like love emails, not love, like love, but like, hey,
Love.
thank you, we're proud of you.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
I was going to
nice.
say you can imagine what men around the country have done to a screen capture of you, but that's, I mean, come on.
Come on, you're not getting any emails professing their undying love to you?
No.
Some billionaire guys wanting to.
You might have got one from Scotty James that was a little perverted. That was the one I sent to you. Scotty James. I just used a
You were
different name.
Scotty James?
Scotty James. So I profess my love for Vanessa.
Okay, so if you.
Missed that one.
Well, there'll be more, I'm sure, from Scotty James.
Scotty
You're gonna
James.
get a lot. You're gonna get a lot more from our audience.
Oh yeah.
I
Yeah.
also liked another thing that I saw. I was looking at a TV Guide interview online, and you got more into the fact that people were trying to beat you up politically on this show. That you had a bunch of, we're pretty liberal on Beaver Kool-Aid, and it seemed like you were taking some from other contestants for your politics, which I.
Well, I mean, that's why I didn't like Rachel and Brendan.
Because what they were like Ted Nugent people or something, or
They asked me about my political views, and I told them, I'm pretty liberal. I'm like, oh, so you kill babies? Like, yes, that's what I do on my weekends. I go out and kill babies and kick puppies, and fuck's the matter with you?
right?
You're just
That's the
dumb.
first thing that the right wing always go for is the abortion issue. Every
Baby
time.
killers. Baby killers.
Every time.
Yeah. So, what do you think about the, since Vanessa likes to be involved in these things, and like I said, she has been a political speechwriter before. She's the one that wrote everything that John Edwards said in his 2008 interview on television when he came clean on what was going on. Vanessa wrote all those, every single word. What do you think about the current political climate here in our U.S. of A. or even in the state of Texas? What do you think's going on here?
Yeah, I mean, everything is so pendulous, and it's going to be for a while that, it's going to go, I said it last presidential election, whoever wins is probably going to have a one-term
presidency.
Yeah. And so I think because it swung so violently liberally last time, and now it's going to swing very, very violently conservative. And that's just, it's just the way it is. It's cyclical. Everything's cyclical, and it'll calm down in a little while. But right now we're in the middle of the thick of it. And it
well, I don't know. Now that we found out that Mitt Romney was a bully in prep school.
Yeah, really? Somebody.
Yeah.
I don't understand.
Yeah. Hey, man, listen.
When did that come out? I haven't read that.
There's nothing that some magic underwear can't fix.
Yeah.
Right.
When did it come out that Romney was a bully? I haven't seen that story.
Well, it was a story from the last couple of days that he was he did a lot of bullying in high school. Of course, he doesn't remember, and pranks, but he doesn't remember this incident. But there was a kid that who ends up being homosexual, but I guess at the time it wasn't known or acknowledged. He probably had his way about him. They had long blonde hair that kind of fell over one eye, and at some point they went and they pushed him to the ground, as high school bullies would do, and then Mitt snipped his hair off, cut his blonde hair off over there.
Right, and five people remember this. Well, the kid that it happened to is dead. 5 people remember this, but Mitt can't remember.
He doesn't remember. He knows he did a lot of crazy, silly things there at Cranbrook School. But he doesn't recall that incident. But I just think it's funny that this stuff just, who wants to really have, what you did in high school dredged up when you're 65?
Oh, God.
I mean, that's a tough one to, yeah, right.
That's why I would never run for politics. I got way too much shit on my history, man.
Chickens don't talk, Lloyd. They don't have that kind of lifespan.
Neither do watermelons either, but...
Right, right.
Scream all you want, cantaloupe. There's nobody here to...
It's Beaver Kool-Aid.
Beaver Kool-Aid.
So you, after this Amazing Race thing, they said that you broke up with your boyfriend.
Yes.
You guys, were you really boyfriend, girlfriend during the Amazing Race, or had you kind of broken up before then? And you had to keep it together because you knew you were going to do the show.
No, we were together. We were together for a good year, or mediocre.
Well, I mean, but you broke up like right after the show, right?
Yeah,
right after you did the show.
Plane landed. It's awful.
What is that?
So it was like not the second the plane landed, like a couple days after we got back.
Yeah, I always wondered if that would be the end of relationships, to have to travel and go through that. I mean, was it as stressful as they make it out to be on TV?
Really stressful. It's like ridiculously stressful, and you're under like all kinds of pressure, and you don't know what's going on with the other teams. You don't know where your standing is, and where you don't have your phone. You can't look anything up. You get lost. You argue. Everything's in a different language. Like I've threatened to kill him 1,000 times.
Wait, you said you don't have your phone? Yeah, when you're in Paraguay and you're having to make a pyramid out of watermelons, and it takes you a day. So it can be very, very stressful.
The most efficient way to build a pyramid out of watermelons. When you're there and you don't have your phone, you can't Google shit.
Yeah. So what did you give him crap the whole time you guys were out?
No.
Did you beat Ralph up constantly?
I just wanted to kill him. I just wanted to fucking kill him.
Be honest.
Yeah.
TV romances, they never work out, do they?
Well, I wonder if this is like going off to summer camp with your best friend. And you come back and you're arch enemies. You can't stand the person. I mean, what is it? Because you just you needed breathing space, or you saw a side to him that you hadn't seen before, or and you didn't like the way you guys functioned as a couple in stressful situations, or would it wouldn't have mattered who it was? You were just going to go ahead and dick him when you got back and get rid of him.
No, I didn't see that coming. It was just I was shocked that we broke up, because I thought, you go through this whole huge trial, and then you learn how to solve problems, and I think we're more patient with each other than a lot of the other couples were, and we communicated better. But when we got back, it was just like, can't do this, dude.
So now
Well,
you
maybe
can
you just
you can
need
be on
some
The Bachelor, right?
Who ended it? Who ended it? You ended it?
Yeah, it was. We'll say it was mutual.
Yeah, yeah.
Wow. Well, I would think that once you have that kind of shared experience and you learn to problem solve like that, that would be the basis of an incredible relationship. I mean, none of the rest of us can say that.
Yeah.
Or you see all the cracks in somebody's facade, and you realize where priorities really lie.
Yeah, man. It's like, when you travel with somebody like that, it's like speeding up your relationship tenfold.
Yeah. Well,
But-
I've known him 15 years.
Yeah.
So yeah.
He used to hold her.
Wow.
He used to hold her in his arms when she was just a baby. So he's
Oh, okay.
yeah.
That's not creepy at all.
Not at all.
It was like James Wood's girlfriend. I mean, that kind of thing. I mean, when you get to watch him grow
So
up.
Woody, it's crazy.
Yeah.
So it's kind of like that. It's always amazing. Wow, I held you as an infant, and now I'm dating you. It's
Yeah.
wild, isn't it?
That's dirty.
It's so gross.
So, so are you looking now, Vanessa, or your career is getting in the way? You just don't have time for a man.
Yeah, it's funny you mentioned that because I work so much that I just blown guys off for work, and it kind of pisses people off. So
Oh, for or ad? I'm sorry. For or ad? I'm having trouble here with my headphones. For or ad?
Blowing men off at work.
Yeah. So now she's surrounded by all these athletes. Can you imagine what that's like?
Oh man.
Oh man, as a homosexual to be in that locker room. Oh my
no,
God.
man, never in the locker room. Yeah, they're a great group of guys. It's like having a whole bunch of like big brothers, like dudes just don't walking me to my car and make sure that I'm okay. And it's like having
Well, they're not big brothers. I think most of them are younger than you. I hate to say that now.
Thanks.
Wow.
Asshole.
Well, that'll get you a
Yeah,
lot
I'm
of pointers.
saying that. I mean, they're larger, younger brothers. They are very protective.
Yes.
So that's very nice. Yeah. And so I like that. They're being protective. It's not just their way of flirting. No. They're being protective.
Mm-hmm.
I know how that works. All right. Let me follow you home just to make sure you get home. Okay?
Should I walk you in the house?
Yeah. Make sure that there's no intruder.
Maybe I should help you get your PJs on.
It's Beaver Kool-Aid. Beaver Kool-Aid.
I would love to see you as a like when Jenny McCarthy was hosting that game show. I could see you as a hosting some type of game show or some other kind of reality competition show. But you as the host, you would certainly be much better than a Julie Chen. You have far more personality, and I would love to see you doing that. I still think that there's a place for you to be kind of wacky and cool and do that sort of thing.
I think right here on Beaver Kool-Aid. I mean, and I can promise you when the editing goes on this one, there's going to be more camera shots of Vanessa and pretty much the whole thing. You don't need to see me and Drew and Lisle. It'll be all
You
Vanessa.
certainly don't need to see me, my friend.
Beaver Kool-Aid has got a big future for you. And man, we pay so well too.
Right.
Yeah, we do.
Maybe all you need to do is see Vanessa and a picture of Scotty.
Yeah, that's it.
I think it's scary.
And that's it. Scotty
Scotty
and Vanessa.
James.
That's it, man. Scotty James and Vanessa.
I think it's
And believe me, all of a sudden you'll see like the views on YouTube go up into like the 5-6 digits.
Yeah.
Because it'll be Vanessa and Scotty. And that's just going to be a massive show.
There he is.
Right.
I think we can already guarantee like 56, 57 views with this episode.
Easy.
I think
easy.
so. I was thinking about grabbing my globe here and showing her Azerbaijan and having her cringe. Yeah.
There it is.
And that's a very unique part of the world there that so many people don't know about. I have a friend of mine who lived in Armenia and ran mine dogs and had in Armenia because there's just tons of mines over there, and that's on the border. That's a very unique area of the world that certainly people in this country have no idea. They have no idea where it is.
I don't even know what a mine dog is. More or less what the country's at.
What are you, a mine dog?
What is
Yes,
a
you
mine
do.
dog?
That's how they find there are all these countries where all these mines are, and they use that's MINE, by the way, Lloyd.
I know, but I had never heard of a mine
You
dog.
got a mine dog.
You got a mine
Is that
dog?
one of them guys that can? Hey, he knows where the roaches are or the termites are. He's a mine dog.
I just went, hey, that's mine dog. Come on.
That's mine. That's not yours. That's mine. Yeah, I mean, they can go and they can sniff out mines.
Oh, okay.
And they go up and then they go and you've got to, and that's the whole thing. And you
Man,
can
I swear to God, that dog can read my mind.
Well, they actually can, you know that. But yeah, so he was living in Armenia for a while, and I kind of got to read on what that was like there. But a place like Azerbaijan, you would never travel on your own to some place like that. You wouldn't say, "Hey, honey, this year, what do you say?" Will you?
Actually, there were. God, I keep squashing this chicken. There were a lot of advertisements.
Excellent. Yeah.
That's the name of this show. Vanessa
Because I'm
squashes
thinking,
her chicken.
for you could move to some place like Azerbaijan and host a game show there,
Yeah.
and you could be huge.
That is, I mean, right now that you said it, that is the new addition to my bucket list.
Yeah.
I will host an Azerbaijanian game show.
I could see you like on the, that's a big Muslim country. I could see you, hosting like, the being a part of the X Factor there, or
The music there's fantastic.
Idol there, or
Best music I've ever heard. There's this guy, and you have to Google this. It's his name is Aman, and the song is "I'm Hot for You."
Aman, I'm hot for you. Are they gonna take us down if I find this song and then?
No, they'll take us down.
Will they?
Yeah, we can't play any music on YouTube. They
even if I have Aman.
BMI
You step into here and take us down.
Every time we try
can we clap your hands and you kind of shake and do a Shakira number to Aman and I'm so hot for you.
Whatever. Hey, whatever the rhythm is, just let me know what it is.
The rhythm, it's like a club rhythm. It's like oots, oots, oots,
See?
and the guys dancing in a cage. There are also women dancing in the cage in the video, and the lyrics are, "I'm hot for you.
Yeah.
I'm doing to myself what I want you to do to me."
All right.
And then you bust out and "I love you." He's like, "I want you, I want you, I love you," and it's like the best song ever. I want it as my ringtone.
I think we have a sound bite to use for the rest of our eternity here on Beaver Kool-Aid now, John.
It all worked out, didn't it? See, and that's only because I went back to Azerbaijan. You probably thought, well, that guy shut up about Azerbaijan. But if I hadn't have gone back to that, we wouldn't have gotten that clip, man.
That's true. Thank you.
There it is.
That's why you're the pro, man, and we're just,
Genius.
Oh, yeah, right.
We're pawns in your chessboard, dude.
Oh, but Vanessa's so easy to work with. I just figured that she would get, a job someplace.
So glad that you added to work with.
Yeah, she's just so easy.
Like, hey,
to work with.
Come on.
I don't think Vanessa's easy at all. See, I don't think she's easy at all. I think that's
chastity belt.
Yeah. Yeah. I think she's very fickle. And so
fickle.
That's fickle. Aren't you fickle? You're not fickle, Vanessa? You're not fickle in any way? I didn't say fecal. That's a common theme here on Beaver Kool-Aid. I said fickle.
Fickle. I mean, no, I don't think I'm fickle.
You sure?
Fickle? Yeah, no.
I got to tell you, of all the things she's done at your live appearances, she's always been a good participant, man. No matter what it was you asked her to do, she did it. And whether it was eating oysters off some chick's belly or what the hell
she had an
it was.
allergic reaction to the oysters. So.
Yeah.
I didn't know I was allergic to shellfish until that day.
Well, there you go. You learned something new with Lisle.
Right. Yeah, she's pretty much willing to do almost anything, which is really, that's once again, it sets you up to do well in the entertainment field. You got to be, open to a lot of different things.
Yeah, I'm open to a lot of different things apparently. Yeah, I mean, most of the stuff that we did was like eating contests.
Yeah, imagine. Yeah. Usually involved the boca. Yeah. That's always kind of important. Can you imagine having Vanessa at an event with a bunch of men and whatever event we have involves putting something in her mouth?
The oyster event was scarring. That scarred the crap out of me.
Yeah, well, that was Kelly's idea. That was not mine. Yeah. That was Kelly that came up with It
wasn't even that. It was because I was going against Rita, who did Survivor. I don't know if you ever mentioned that. Mm-hmm. But Rita, and she was eating off of another woman's stomach. and I was eating oysters off of Kelly's stomach. And, you know, Rita just got back from Survivor. She hadn't eaten in months. So she was just sucking these things down like they were air. And so I went and I was trying to I was hungover. It's Fiesta, trying to eat these warm, raw oysters. And at the end, I just decided, you know, I've lost. I'm going to cut my losses. I'm going to not swallow the rest of these oysters. You know, like 3 or 4 in my mouth, and I spit them into the napkin. From which this man in the crowd grabs and eats one of my regurgitated oysters.
Oh, wow.
Oh,
I didn't hear about that.
Well, I know, but I mean, it wasn't because I wanted to taste something after it had been in your mouth, Vanessa. I was just hungry myself. I like raw oysters.
He's like a baby bird.
But Rita Barrios, who had been on Survivor, she didn't stop when her oysters was done. I mean, next thing I know, I see like intestines hanging out of her mouth because she kept just grooving right through this chick's flesh, right into her entrails, and just was just eating. You know, you gotta, when it's plentiful, you gotta eat. You know, and that's the only way you're going to be able to survive. So she was just, she was going crazy. Whoa! You gotta stop somewhere. You know, it's.
I think to eat oysters again.
No, I mean, it took me a while. I love raw oysters, but after that guy ate, it was hot. It was in my mouth. It was like. Yeah.
Keep going. I can see us. We're getting more and more.
It's like eating someone's loogie after they've spit it out.
Oh, this is filthy. Who does that?
I do it.
You have done it.
But I'm in entertainment. I'll do anything.
That's true.
You know, that's what I mean. If you're going to be successful, you've got to be willing to do a lot of different things. Once again, on this amazing race here, I mean, Vanessa has scars.
I have scars. Look,
Let's see.
From this race. Now, you know.
Oh, my God. That looks terrible.
Well, it is. You know, on a canvas like that, my friend, that's a blight on a canvas like that.
Absolutely.
It's true.
Who knows if her ankle's ever going to be the same? I didn't know that you had broken all the bones in your foot before, or a lot of bones, and had a screw in your foot.
That was in high school. They had made us wear those. We had to wear those deplorable loafers, and I already had the screw in my ankle. I was again running downhill, which I should probably stop doing at some point. Running downhill, and my ankle rolled over, and it just cracked all of the bones on top of the foot, all the metatarsals.
Oh,
now, was that the same ankle you injured on this show, or was it the opposite one?
Yeah,
the same one.
They have a screw in that ankle, and so it gives.
That's not good.
Can we see it? Can we see it? Can you lift it up?
Can you show the ankle?
There's a glare on my computer. Can you see it?
Oh yeah.
And sing that song. I'm so hot, doing to you what I wish you were doing to me, or
that I want you to do.
Yeah, you got to go a little further up here.
A little higher.
I saw a little bit of
a little higher.
Did you?
Yeah.
It was fine.
You weren't wearing white pumps there, were you? It's not Memorial Day.
No. White pants. Nude pumps.
Yeah. We do have rules on Beaver Kool-Aid, and it's not Memorial Day yet.
That is one of the rules.
No white pumps.
It's Beaver Kool-Aid. Beaver Kool-Aid.
What is it like knowing that you know, you have a certain amount of celebrity due to your enormous bus line? What is that? Is that weird?
No.
At all? I mean, it's kind of like if somebody said, you know, you're really popular because you have a fat face. If they told me that, you know, and they said, you know, you're known for your fat face, and it's like, well, thank you. You know.
No, I mean, I was double D when I was 15, so I was clearly popular.
Yeah.
But I mean, it's just something you get used to. Just get used to it, I guess.
Yeah. That deserves a slow clap.
That gratuitous clap.
Yeah, it feels gross because, you know, Vanessa went to high school with my daughter.
Mm-hmm.
So I have to watch myself. Otherwise, it gets to be a little
creepy, a little weird there.
Yeah, we were talking about I'm going with my daughter to New Orleans next week. And fortunately, it's during the week. Because during the week, you know, things are slow. But always on Bourbon Street, people try to create Mardi Gras. I don't care if it's November, January, whatever it is, you know. Especially on the weekend, you know, there'll be a couple of people on a hotel balcony and they got beads, and then you have people from Iowa strolling down Bourbon Street and they want to pretend it's Mardi Gras. Which, if you've ever been to Mardi Gras, believe me, all those other times on Bourbon Street are never anything close, unless it's Southern Decadence, which is, you know, which is really incredible. Labor Day weekend in New Orleans, but I just didn't want this thing. We have a couple of pops, and she forgets who she's with or whatever. And the next thing I know, I hear, you know, some people hooping, and I look to my left, and she's got, you know, the shirt up like this, and so Now, I can do that. I can pull my shirt up for something, but not her.
And
So I'm going to have some preemptive strike beads in my pocket. So if it gets to that, I go like, hey, here's some stuff for you right here. Don't do that. Don't lose yourself. I want her to have fun and blow off steam, but that would be a little.
That'd be a little weird. Yeah.
That'd be a little weird. That would be a little weird for me. So, it's like that. Then I have to make sure that I'm on my best behavior and I don't behave the way I usually do when I'm in New Orleans.
That is
Because you can lose yourself pretty quickly if you're not careful, at some point in time.
Yeah,
So.
a couple of hurricanes, and next thing you know, you turn into Scotty James, and you're hooping at Vanessa over there.
And then you're waiting for your daughter to go to bed so you can text Vanessa.
I really do love you. I feel our connection.
I saw you on
you get done watching your Spectrum movie with your daughter, and she falls asleep, and then you become Scotty James.
Oh my God!
Yeah,
hilarious.
Having fun with Scotty James. So yeah, when we're a certain way, see I have to watch myself because that's what happens. You get, Drew here is a new dad, so he doesn't know what this feels like. Lloyd has 2 girls, but he hasn't gone through, where they're adult women.
Yeah.
That sort of thing. So for me, I have to be, sometimes I have to watch myself because if I really look at the screen, I start feeling icky because I realize I met your father when you were in high school.
Yeah.
And that can feel a little strange for me. And so I try not, see, that's the trouble with the video thing. If I'm not seeing myself, I'm perpetually like 27.
Yeah.
So as long as I don't see myself, then it's fine. We're contemporaries. We're okay. Yeah. There's no problem.
Yeah.
Is that what you tell the 12-year-olds?
Okay, stop. You mean my, no, that was
Chris Hansen's going to come in your house of balloons.
It's been a long time ago. You mean my child bride? No, it's been a long time. She's grown up now.
So who gets more icked out, her friend or your daughter? If that ever happened,
Well, I don't know. I mean, my daughter would say, "You're watching your girlfriend Vanessa on the TV, about Amazing Race." I'd say,
yeah.
But Daphne's cool. Like if my dad made inappropriate jokes to someone my age, I think I'd be okay with it.
Yeah.
That's a weird sentence to say out loud. My mom might kick his ass, but that's like, oh, Dad's perving out again. I mean,
it's just kind of a weird thing, and all that comes around. I don't know how people. Hey, I see men walking around and through the door, Lloyd.
There's nobody walking in.
Yeah, there's a woman with a handbag.
Pay no attention to the man behind the door.
Yeah, I mean, what the hell's going on over there?
Hey, it's the guy. He came back to take a dump in your bathroom. Go get him.
And he brought his woman with him. It's very relaxing in here. Lloyd had a garage sale, and this guy asked to use his restroom and went into the powder room and did a number 2 in there.
Yeah.
Yeah, and so Lloyd was very appalled that this guy would,
Yeah.
Vanessa's like, what's wrong with that?
No. I was just thinking there.
Look, she just traveled around the world, dude. I don't think she'd sit there and say, yeah, I'm going to hold it for the next powder room. I'm
going to go right behind this big palm over here.
Look, there are people back there. Hi.
You must be having a brunch swinger party today.
It's a daytime swinger party. We have an audience now.
I was going to say it'd be great if we had a live audience for Beaver.
There she is.
We have our first guest on, and if we had a live audience for Beaver Kool-Aid.
Yeah, she's back there.
You know who it is, right? I can tell you who it is.
It's nobody.
Yes, I do. I know who it is.
It's,
even with the unemployed stay-at-home dad.
I knew it was coming.
I want to know who it is.
You know who that is? That's housekeeping, my friend.
Oh, come on. I wouldn't do that.
Oh,
it's one of my relatives. They're just hanging out.
Yeah, sure. Your relative with a vacuum cleaner? Yeah, okay. Yeah. See, I like that. Going, Lloyd, I mean, you're unemployed, you're staying home, and yet you got people coming over to clean your house. Man, is that someone who knows how to live or what?
Yeah, that's what it is. I'm trying to help out the economy, man, keep people working. Since I'm not working, at least somebody else is, Yeah.
Now, it'd be great if they entered into the room there and they started, vacuuming and dusting or whatever when you're doing the show.
Yeah, I just hear the vacuum cleaner kicked in back there, so.
Vanessa, you clean toilets, don't you?
All the time, but I specialize in polishing knobs.
Oh, okay.
Gong, please. Beautiful.
Love this.
Wow, that's excellent. Excellent.
I thought you're an entertainer, Lloyd. If you're going to be successful with this entertainment thing, you got to be willing to do anything.
Yeah, I guess you're right.
Absolutely anything.
I'll start polishing knobs in like Vanessa.
And
I'm not clapping for that, man.
It's Beaver Kool-Aid. Beaver Kool-Aid.
Once again, this is the world we live in. I mean, shouldn't the Marilyn Manson gimmick, shouldn't that have been gone a long, long time ago?
Yeah.
Some of these people, they have legs when they shouldn't have legs. I don't see why they have staying power.
Hey, you know who Manson ripped off? That guy right there.
There
buddy.
it is.
Oh, there you go.
Right there.
I
yeah,
like it.
buddy.
Yeah.
Back in the New York groove.
You're hurting me, man. You're hurting me big time.
Oh gosh.
I don't have an Emerson, Lake and Palmer button. That's in storage.
See, he always tries to grind me on that. I'm not an ELP guy, but he wants to grind me on that. I'm looking around here for something I can counter his image with, but I'm looking around at all my baubles and stuff. It's like, what can I throw in your face, pal?
Yeah. Hey, Drew brings Ace to the show, and Lyle brings Vanessa. So you've already trumped him.
Yeah,
man.
how about that, pal?
You've already trumped him.
Thank you,
Here,
Lloyd.
here. I bow to you.
Defending John Edwards. Thank you, Lloyd. See, that's great. Yeah, you bring your Ace Frehley button. I brought Vanessa.
Yes.
Yeah, kaboom. A kaboom boom.
You
Not only
won
that, Vanessa and her cock.
My giant.
How about that, baby? Yeah.
Congratulations. Yes.
Yeah.
So,
You ever had your cock on Skype?
no.
It's Beaver Kool-Aid. Beaver Kool-Aid.
All right, hang on. Keep going. Let me dim the lights.
Flight attendant, but she's working behind the desk.
There he goes. Mood
So she-
lighting. Oh, boy. Still kind of bright in there.
Yeah, I know. I'm trying to dim them. Let me hit my mini blinds. What I can do over here.
Yeah. Oh, look at that. My God.
Oh, yeah, baby. Oh, yeah.
Scotty James reappears.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Oh, much nicer.
Wow.
Oh, that's good.
Our PR director just came in and she's confused as all hell.
Now, if I can just get rid of Vanessa and just concentrate on Scotty James there.
JJ and Simeon were walking behind me, but this
Yeah.
is Bryn.
I think it'd be
Oh.
hi.
Two girls on
hey,
the show
Brad.
now. Look at that.
Oh my goodness.
See, you brought Ace, you brought me, and I brought Bryn.
See, that's how the whole social networking thing works. And we're
Beautiful.
seeing it right here in living color.
I'm telling you what, man, that Ace Frehley button's been severely trumped.
Oh, man.
It
Yeah,
has.
that's oof. Yeah, I wouldn't go there again.
Not worthy.
And here's my fountain pen.
Hey,
love
it.
thanks.
The old-
Right.
That's
well,
hilarious.
I obviously you guys have a need for an intern down there at the Talons office, and I'm not doing much these days.
Yeah, Lyle and I are unemployed, so we're looking for anything.
Sitting here in my darkened office. Yeah. So I think it's time to be a part of the Talons organization as an intern, as an unpaid intern.
Right.
Come on
That's all.
over. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
You come
Bryn.
again. Yeah.
Excuse
Pull
me?
up a chair.
Do I have to bring my own chair on my own desk?
Oh, he's telling her to pull up a chair.
Yeah, pull up a chair.
Oh, you mean her?
Yeah.
I don't know. The standing position was pretty hip.
Yeah, it was pretty good.
I can say that
I
because
didn't realize I
she
could
didn't go to
zoom in on
school with my
Skype here
daughter.
all of a sudden. I'd use that zoom in all of a sudden. It was great.
We've doubled the women on Beaver Kool-Aid.
Look at this. The most popular guys on YouTube right now. Hey, I've got a new computer, man. What do you guys got? 2 chicks. What do you got? Ace
What do you-
Frehley?
Yeah.
This is gonna get us hits.
Yeah.
Well,
Have you guys seen the Time magazine cover that they released with the woman, 26 years old, breastfeeding her 3-year-old son?
Yeah. A lot of talk about
Nice.
that.
Yeah, that's not okay. I mean, I don't have kids, so I probably don't have a lot of room to speak. But I think once you're in a sippy cup, you're too old for a boob.
Well, that's exactly what they call the nursing bra for people that size. That's known as that's not a it's a sippy cup. Is what that is on the. It's for all these extended. What is it? What is the term for all that? Where they have oh gosh, I wish I could remember it. It's not extended parenting, is it? It's something where you're maintaining some kind of physical contact a little bit longer than most people do. So you're breastfeeding later in life. You're holding people more.
Fucking weird.
It's called attachment parenting.
There it is, attachment parenting. That's it.
Hey, that's been going on for years in Alabama and Mississippi. I mean, you walk up and ask mom to pop it out, get you a little bit of milk, and you go back to recess at school there in the 6th grade,
Something strangely grapes of wrath about that.
Oh, but breastfeeding beyond by a year or so.
Yeah. So
or
why can't
less than a year
on this? Give Grandpa some milk. Sure, he's hungry.
Yeah, they have those days where you go and you eat lunch in the cafeteria with your kid at elementary school.
Yeah.
That would be kind of wild. You just show up and there it is, start breastfeeding your 3rd grader.
Everybody's going through the cafeteria and they put your mom on a tray.
What if there's a that may want a sip of that? Get after it.
Right. So that's a very weird cover for Time magazine too. To have that, that sort of thing there. I mean, that wasn't that long ago. That would have been in a brown wrapper.
Hey, that kid's going to feel real good about that when he's like 25.
And then the kid's going to feel real good about it in a couple of years when, they rib the crap out of him on that.
Oh, yeah.
He's going to go Menendez on her ass.
That'll be his senior picture. You know what I'm saying?
Most likely to achieve.
Yeah. Yeah. You know who's into that parenting like that attachment parenting is Mayim Bialik,
Blossom.
The star of Blossom. She's real into that.
Yeah, she's breastfeeding a 17-year-old right now.
She is. She wrote a book called Beyond the Sling.
Yeah, so Beyond the Sling. So, I mean, because eventually, you're going to have back problems if you try to keep your 6-7-year-old in a sling, but you can still breastfeed. It's great on these pictures in Time. They have, like the one on the cover, they have the kid, he's standing up on a chair so he can just, attach. And these are actual parents that are still breastfeeding older people. They had pictures of a woman with her 4-year-old at one breast and, and a younger child at the other breast. And
she's multitasking.
And I'm saying that if that's going on, Dad's not getting anything.
You know that.
No, I don't think Dad probably doesn't want anything. You know what I mean?
So are you guys breastfeeding screaming Bennett? Is your wife expressing milk throughout the day, and then you're doing that, or is it
no
formula household?
We started out, and I could go into the whole thing of it. He had a tied tongue, so he had a hard time latching on, and we had to go and get the tied tongue taken care of, which is awesome because now he's got a Gene Simmons tongue, right?
Yeah, because I clip that bad boy. Yeah.
You will think that's awesome later.
They clip it, and the women are going to like that later. So, wow. So we, because of that, we lost a lot of breast milk, and if you don't breastfeed, then it'll go away.
Yeah.
So he went to a bottle, pretty early. So that's the.
So don't know. Yeah. I mean, I tried, and the kids would latch on, but I just didn't. I wasn't producing enough.
I tried to.
And I was there.
Take the team.
Because I've got some pretty good sized tits.
Yeah, me too.
Moobs. They're called moobs. Yeah.
But just never had the milk production I needed. So I did. You know what? If people want to breastfeed their kids and they're 3, 4, 5, what? You know what? I don't. Once again, I don't care. It's your choice. You may think it's sick, but it's what people can do. Now, Vanessa, if you're going to declare yourself to be this uber liberal, and I would think that also would, deal with, how you live your family life and whatever. It doesn't have to be a political thing. I don't see what the problem is. You may think it's gross, but I mean, no one's asking you to be the wet nurse. So,
yeah, I don't think it's illegal. I don't think it should be illegal. I just think it's weird.
Yeah.
Well, it shouldn't be illegal, but you have people who just. Political. I mean, you have people who are just upset about women breastfeeding in public. Yeah. Period. Even if you have an infant. They have a real problem with that, and that's the big fist up the ass of our society, where people just can't, everything seems to be so anti-woman. It's appalling, no matter what it is. And anybody that looks at breastfeeding and have a problem with it, that's because they look at it as some kind of sex act, and they just can't deal with it.
There's a point where it's inappropriate. It's just weird. It's weird.
When is it inappropriate to breastfeed?
I don't know. When they're 7 or 8 years old, come on.
Yeah, 3-month-old, and she's nursing at the Chili's, and you're having your baby back ribs at the table across. Is that inappropriate?
Yeah, no, I don't think that's. I mean, I don't think it's offensive to me, but I think socially she might get some looks, and it may not be socially acceptable. I mean, I just can't whip out a boob at a table.
Why not?
Well, I know because they cover the entire table.
Jeez.
So yeah, you can't do that because the waitress needs to get by.
Yeah.
So if you do that, but the thing is I've never seen anybody who's I mean, I see people breastfeeding all over, and they're extremely discreet. And
I'm breastfeeding right now. You guys can't even tell.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, right. Because because once
No
again,
hands.
they used the word for the second time on Beaver Kool-Aid, pendulous.
Yeah, I like that.
Pendulous breasts.
Yeah.
Pendulous.
And screaming Bennett's nursing at your navel. So that's all right. Very cool.
He's nursing in the other room. They're so pendulous.
It's Beaver Kool-Aid. Beaver Kool-Aid.
Well, I know because I had somebody request that I tone it down on Twitter, and I haven't been on Twitter in a really long time.
Someone requested that you tone it down on Twitter.
Yeah, and I was like, "What do you mean tone it down? I haven't been on there forever." And there were like things like, I don't know, does Stephen Hawking have a Lil Wayne setting? When is that? Or the Bernstein Bear's Jewish. Who knows? Yeah, I mean, just little things. I could probably go on. I just, there were a few things on there. So I changed my name on there, but now it's like my actual name. It's not my married name, so I don't even know where to go with that. So yeah, okay, I'll turn it down. But
No, you don't have to do that. It's your Twitter account.
yeah, it's like that's what it's there for. When you get drunk and want to post something offensive, you do it on Twitter.
Well, so let me ask you, how is that any different than having a Facebook page? It's the same thing.
And I think the Facebook page is more selective. Like you can choose who sees your stuff. But if your Twitter, if you just tweet stuff, then it's out there and everyone can see it.
Yeah, and then take offense and tell you to tone down your tweets.
Yeah.
For instance, during the World Series last year, dear St. Louis, I hope Richard Gere finds your effing rally squirrel. About Vanessa.
Yeah, well, you know what? This to you, pal, messing with my cards, all right? So, right there, all right? I hope this finds your
That
squirrel.
hand came
Right
out
there.
of the darkness.
I hope that finds your squirrel, Vanessa. Right there, I hope it finds your squirrel. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, boy. Here we go.
Right, or there.
What are you saying?
I hope that finds your squirrel.
Yeah.
Thank you so much, Vanessa.
Yeah, Vanessa, it's been
thank
awesome.
you, Vanessa. Very lovely. Hey, it was
Come
nice
back
to meet you
anytime.
over
Vanessa
Skype.
Macias on Beaver Kool-Aid.
Yes, indeed.
Thank you, Vanessa.
Anytime you get in here, I have a computer with updated Skype and a camera. So
Yes.
there you go.
See her at Talons games.
She can host What's Happening at Dillard's.
Yeah, there you go.
I will go to your party and I will tear it up.
Really? Beaver Kool-Aid.
Make it like a man. Get it hard.
With Lisle, L.A. Lloyd, and Drew. So go ahead, stick your head up your ass.